In module 27, we will discuss characteristics of profession. In this module, we will discuss what are those basic characteristics which are part and parcel of a profession. These are as a defined body of knowledge beyond the grasp of the public. Common persons has not that kind of the knowledge, and the specialized persons has that kind of the knowledge. That is defined body of the knowledge. Defined body of knowledge means the engineers have separate knowledge, different knowledge, doctors have different knowledge, lawyers have different knowledge. And the second one is control over licensing, certification and entry requirement. For any profession, there is a requirement of the licensing, certification and the entry requirement. Licensing must, for example, if you are engineer, you need license for your practice. Certification, you show your validity that you are valid for this one. And the entry requirement, you should have that specific degree in that profession. If you are going in the medical profession, you need MBBS. Autonomy in making decision. The profession is the one who can make decision at his own. High prestige and economic status. There are fundamental characteristics of a profession and the professional. For example, great responsibility. A professional has the great responsibility to deal with the affairs of the profession or the job or the occupation one is rendering. For example, one is a teacher. He has the great responsibility of making the nation, of preparing the individuals, the students, the kids, the pupils for the future leadership. Their fate, their future is in the hands of the teacher. If you are a medical doctor, the patient is at the disposal of a doctor. Whatever the competency or the sense of the responsibility the medical doctor has, that has direct impact on the health of and the survival of that patient. Accountability. And the professional is always accountable through different accreditation councils, rules, laws of the society, of the profession, of the bodies, professional bodies, and of the government. He himself makes and presents for the accountability for the professional work. The other one is based on the specialized theoretical knowledge. The professional or the profession is based on the specialized as well as theoretical knowledge. Theoretical means the latest literature, different theories of that aspect, and the practical, hands on the practice. Whatever the profession you name it, you require the internship or the practical or the hands-on practices of performing your task, your responsibilities in that occupation or in that work. So that is the specialized or your knowledge that is based on the specialized and the theoretical knowledge. Institutional preparation. For a profession and the professional, there is institutional preparation. Every institution require different type of the practices. The teacher, the schools or the system of the schools has a specific requirement that the teacher should have this kind of the trainings before going to the class. Autonomy. And the professional should have the autonomy. He enjoys the autonomy. He or she follow the limits or the boundaries of the autonomy. To what level he is autonomous, but for the professional has the greater level of the autonomy of the profession in the profession. Client rather than customer. In the market, in the non-professional occupations, there is the customer. No need of have a personal relations, not relations, but the personal care. Your professional attributes, your sense of the responsibilities, professional and the personal responsibilities are more with the client. So this is one of the attributes or the qualities or the characteristics of the professional or in a profession that you consider it is the client rather than a customer. Direct working relationship. In a profession, there is no need of having intermediaries or the proxies. You not need to deal with your students or the patients or your clients through somebody else. You have direct relations. Ethical constraints. In every profession, there is the guidelines given by the accreditation councils or the professional bodies. They are different from profession to profession. That is to be followed by the person who works in that field, as a lawyer, as a medical practitioner, as an engineer, as a teacher, a school teacher, university teacher, etc. The professional is appointed or selected on the merit based, because in the rest of the occupations, rest of the things, there's no need of having more careful. There is a need, but these are the purely based on the merit. Capitalist morality. It means there is a rational, there should be the rational maintainability of the morality, and that flows from the recognition of the singular right. For example, what are my rights as an individual? What are the rights of the society? What are the responsibility of the society? And what are the inherent and the potential sovereign values that one has to follow? And the concept that only capitalism recognizes, that upholds and protects the ones about the morality.